that Cory Aquino will be remembered for, that she was indeed a statesman. Many things in her administration may not have been perfect, but part of her legacy, of course, part of her statesmanship was to preside over a peaceful transition to a democratically elected government. And that, of course, has been the legacy that Cory Aquino has passed on to succeeding administration.
Well, you know, Malumanga has wrote a very interesting piece a few days ago when Mrs. Aquino died, pointing out that there is an enormous amount of political institutions that were left in place.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be talking to Rapalopa.
Yeah, Manolo, we're trying to get, of course, an idea of what's happening to the convoy. As you noticed, it seemed to have stopped for a while, but it looks like it's slowly crawling or inching its way forward. We're going to try to get in touch now to the nephew of the late former President Cory Aquino. Rapalopa is on board a bus that is behind the flatbed truck that is carrying the body of the late former president. Rapa, can you hear me?
Hi, Tony. I can hear you.
Hi. Thank you, Rapa, for coming to the line. Almost there, huh? Almost there.
Yeah, almost there. Almost there. We're approaching the gate, but we're like three buses away from the main flatbed truck.
Yeah. Does it look like from where you are? I mean, you must be peeking out the window. Can you see how easy it is for the convoy to negotiate its way through the crowd?
Well, it's extremely difficult. It's really just packed here on this Sukat Road. People are really just crowding the bus again. So literally inching our way.
Yes. Well, it seems though the crowd, of course, is also not moving. They're not giving way. Is there a possibility that you'll just stop somewhere along the way and everybody will have to disembark and go on foot?
We don't know yet. We hope we can reach the destination because there will still be military honors as soon as we arrive the Memorial Park. So there's a designated area that we hope we could reach using our vehicles, using our buses.
Yeah.
We're hoping we could reach that.
Rapa, I know you must be bone tired by now. Have you been able to rest while you were inside the bus?
Well, not really, because we need to respond to the very overwhelming support and enthusiasm that the people are showing us from outside. That's why we need to also express our gratitude to all of them. It's really very overwhelming, Tony. You should be here.
Well, I'm with you vicariously, of course, Manolo and I and everybody else here in the newsroom that is watching events as they unfold on our monitors. So you've been somehow as well as...
That again, please?
Yeah, I know that you and other members of your clan have been waving back to the people and also flashing the Laban sign as they have been flashing it to you and other members of your family.
That's right. That's the only way we could show them that we truly appreciate it. So we really need to be up and about and respond to each and every gesture that they show us. And really, this is very overwhelming.
Well, Rapa, I know that maybe in about an hour or 2 hours from now, this ceremony will be carried out, and your aunt will finally be her final resting place. What final thoughts are crossing your mind as you approach that moment?
Well, a tremendous sense of gratitude, Tony, both for my aunt who has given her life to this country, to the Aquino children who have shared their mother and their father to the country, and of course the Filipino people who have showed, who have returned the gesture, returned the love that has been given to them, and they have given back enormously. And you know, I have no more words to express this sense of gratitude that I feel right now. Truly a blessing, Tony.
All right, Rapa, I'll leave you alone with your thoughts in the meantime. I know that you will also be praying as well as with everybody else who's gathered there to give a final send-off to Tita Cory, to Cory Aquino. We appreciate it very much that you still take the time to talk to us. We hope to speak with you again later, Rapa.
Sure, Tony. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to the Filipino people.
All right. Thank you, Rapa Lopa, one of the nephews of former President
Tony,
Cory Aquino.
as we take stock of these this public homage that's being given to Mrs. Aquino, there's one message here from someone who wrote about people power the first time around, Guy Sacerdote, who wrote, if you remember that People Power book, the white one. He was one of the authors, and his message is very simple, but I think straight to the point. It's really nice to see that the spirit is still alive, and I think this is the message that the country, in a way, communicated to each other, to everyone's amazement. I think it's safe to say, over these past few days, it just kept on growing, and as you can see, it's even up to the last minutes that the public is able to participate, it's just growing and growing.
This only means, Manolo, from my point of view, that whatever flames of passion that people had back in 1986, the flames that ignited our fight for democracy, this may have somehow died out, but it seems that the embers were still there.
Yes.
And it took an event like this, the passing of a great democracy icon, to again fan those embers and again spark the flame of people's passions for democracy.
At this point, Tony, I believe that the funeral cortege is now entering the Manila Memorial Park.
Finally.
The premises, yes. And then this is where the formal transfer of the remains from the flatbed truck to the artillery caisson will be taking place, and you will be finding the more formal solemnities of the military honors, state honors taking place here.
Just like, people can correct me if I'm wrong with my estimate, but it seems that it's taken about 8 hours to travel this funeral cortege from Manila Cathedral, where the Requiem Mass was held earlier today at 9 o'clock this morning, and to arrive at the Manila Memorial Park, just entering now at 20 minutes past 7 in the evening. The four specially handpicked representatives of the different branches of the armed forces.
The Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Philippine National Police.
Philippine National Police still standing at attention. And we got that message from Lieutenant Colonel Edgar Arevalo, the spokesperson of the Philippine Navy, that it is in fact a group of specially handpicked personnel
from the ceremonial units of the various services. And you can see that the Philippine flag, of course, is now covered with yellow flowers and confetti from the public.
This is a historic moment for many people, many who lived through the days of 1986, the younger generation who only learned about it through history books, and even a much younger generation that their parents have brought them along to this place and to see an event that maybe they cannot comprehend as of yet, but perhaps when they grow up they will find the significance of this event.
You're seeing that the truck at this point is really having a hard time negotiating. I think caution has
have to be careful.
Thrown to the winds by the public in terms of not immediately getting out of the way of the truck as they might. But so far it's being done without
any mishap.
Yes.
Hopefully it will continue that way until it finally gets to unload the transfer the casket of former President Aquino to the military caisson.
The public, of course, giving Cory last laban sign.
Yeah. I wonder just how many people kept those. Remember those foam laban?
We haven't seen many of them. I think they didn't last very long. Yes, the big
those foam
the big
laban fingers. What do you call those things? You'd actually put your hand inside those giant foam hands, so that you don't have to make a puny little L sign with your fingers. If you put that up, raise that up, and wave it, everybody will see it. That giant
There's
laban
a famous picture of Cory with one of those
really?
as well, I think.
Yeah. Hard to remember, of course, all the photos. You did say there's a People Power book.
Yes, and Guy Sacerdote, one of the authors, one of the people who wrote an essay on our People Power, says it's good to see the spirit still alive.
Well, many of the pictures from today's events will fill another book. What would be an appropriate title, do you think?
I don't know. People, I think what everyone is using is what Cory herself used when she